The movie begins with a story that talks about a kingdom called Ramba. The people look up to a magical sutra stone and its guardian as their protector. But suddenly, a powerful demon called Dhyaksa attacks the kingdom and goes into battle with the defending warriors. The demon defeats them all and takes the magical stone away from them. In the present day, a fortune teller is captured and brought before the demons and monsters so he can reveal the future to them. The fortune teller prophesies that a boy will soon be born in their kingdom who will defeat them all using the magical sutra stone, setting all the people free. Dhyaksa, their leader, can't take it anymore and smashes the old man's head, killing him. A few days later, a man called Pawn is seen running through the forest with a few monsters chasing after him. It is revealed that he has a small child and also possesses the powerful magical stone, which he stole back from Dhyaksa. Pawn's friends come to assist him in fighting off the monsters, but more creatures attack from behind and kill them all. A special warrior of Dhyaksa called Jaeger hacks at Pawn, but he defends himself fiercely to protect the stone at all costs. While fighting, they reach a bridge, and as the ropes snap, Pawn and his son fall into the river, causing the monsters to lose track of them. An old man sees the unconscious Pawn with the baby in his arms and decides to take them away. Many years later, the little boy is all grown up and is given the name Ott. He now lives on a small hidden island called Nak, where the monsters cannot find them. Ott sells herbs to survive and uses the money to help his father Pawn, who is now old and crippled. Pawn once trained consistently with the old man, who is a legendary Muay Thai master, but Ott didn't take it seriously as he saw no purpose in doing so. That night, Ott has a nightmare of monsters attacking and annihilating everyone in their village. Pawn, aware of Ott's recurring nightmares, decides to tell him the purpose of his training. He shows him the magical sutra stone and tells him the story, how the monsters defeated the humans and tried to conquer the world. Fortunately, the sutra stone was an obstacle to their plan. When they tried to destroy it, Pawn was able to retrieve it just in time and escape. He tells Ott that he is now old and weak, and very soon it will be Ott's responsibility to free the people from the monsters using the magical sutra stone. But for now, he must train harder to be worthy of that responsibility. The next day, Ott wakes up earlier than usual for training, which impresses both his Muay Thai master and his father. Ott begins to receive special training every morning. After a long period of lessons and hard work, Ott begins to adapt and master the skills of Muay Thai. Upon becoming a full Muay Thai disciple, a tattoo is drawn on his back. After several years of intense training, Ott finally masters his skills, making his master very proud. Later that night, a friend of Pawn visits to discuss the mission to defeat the monsters. Unfortunately, Pawn is too old and crippled to fight. The friend suggests allowing Ott to join the mission, but Pawn refuses, believing Ott is still not ready. The man then asks for the magical sutra stone so he can go in Ott's place, but Pawn refuses. Ott overhears their conversation and is furious that his father still won't send him on the mission he has trained for his entire life. Later, Ott sees his father's friend firing a flare, signaling the monsters to their village. It turns out the man is a traitor working for the monsters. A battle breaks out, and Ott hurries home to save his father, who is about to be killed by a monster. Ott arrives in time and uses his Muay Thai skills to strike the monster's weak points, defeating it. Monsters then surround the three of them. Pawn, furious at his friend's betrayal, prepares to kill him, but is stopped by a powerful monster called Jaeger, the right-hand man of Dhyaksa. As the Muay Thai master fights Jaeger, Pawn gives his son the magical sutra stone and tells him to escape. Although hesitant, Ott obeys. His father tells him that he is the only hope to restore peace to the land. Ott escapes, jumping into the river, and the monsters lose track of him. His father and master are killed. The village is burned down, and the people are taken captive. Ott, outraged after seeing his village destroyed, throws the sutra stone away in anger. But after remembering his father's last words about the world depending on him, he picks it up again, shaves his head, and swears revenge on the monsters for annihilating his village. Later, a port city is shown where Ott goes around asking villagers where he can find a land called remnant corn. But everyone he asks becomes afraid and tells him never to mention that name again. Ott notices someone following him. When he checks his bag, he finds that the magical sutra stone has been replaced with a fish. He sees a monkey who stole the stone and chases after it. But then a red monster grabs the monkey and runs swiftly into a flying ship. Ott follows and manages to board the ship. Inside, he finds a girl imprisoned by the monsters. As he sneaks around, he hears the red monster and the monkey fighting. Ott intervenes, thinking the monster is bullying the monkey, only to discover that they're actually friends and were just fighting over food.
Suddenly, the pirate monsters apprehended them, and the three of them engaged in a fierce battle with the pirates. During the fight, a girl who had earlier been imprisoned by the pirates managed to free herself and blew a whistle, which summoned another ship carrying her men. It turns out that it was all part of her plan to surrender herself to the pirates in order to rescue her people who were being held captive on the ship. She successfully frees her people, but unfortunately, the pirates release a gigantic monster to attack them. Everyone, including Ott, the red monster, and the monkey, escapes from the ship. However, as Ott sees the pretty girl left alone to fight the monster, he returns to the ship to assist her. The monster beats him severely and is about to kill him, but Ott unconsciously summons the magical sutra stone from the monkey's possession and, with a powerful punch, kills the gigantic creature. Ott faints from the excess energy. The girl takes him aboard her ship and locks him up along with his friends. There he gets to know them better. The monkey reveals himself to be a prince of the Monkey Kingdom, which Dayakaksa destroyed. Now he seeks revenge. The Red Asura reveals his name as Red Asura and tells Ott that he was once a general of the Monster Kingdom. However, because he fell in love with a human girl, they stripped him of his rank and banished him. Now his only goal is to free the girl who remains imprisoned. Red Asura explains more about the magical sutra stone. For someone to harness its power, they must possess the 9 virtues: bravery, sacrifice, skill, kindness, strength, protection, focus, concentration, and faith. He believes Ott was able to use the magical sutra stone because he embodies all of these virtues. Unbeknownst to them, the girl has been listening the entire time. She later enters and introduces herself as Lam. She hands the stone back to Ott and asks them to join her mission, as she also has a brother held captive by Dayakaksa. Meanwhile, Dayakaksa has the royal prince held captive, along with many others, whom he plans to use for a sacrifice ritual to gain unlimited powers. Later, Jaeger attacks their ship and causes it to crash. He beats Ott mercilessly and is about to kill him, but Ott, driven by anger, summons the Sutra Stone into his body and attacks Jaeger. After a flurry of punches, he finally defeats him with a powerful kick. Ott spares Jaeger's life, realizing it would be wrong to kill him. Instead, he helps the injured warrior to his feet and tells him to start a new life. Jaeger, moved by Ott's mercy, reveals the secret location of Dayakaksa's underground prison, where the royal prince will be sacrificed in 3 days. Disguised as prisoners, the team infiltrates the prison. But the man who betrayed Ott's father and the villagers recognizes him. Ott, unable to contain his rage, fights him, while the others battle the monsters. Ott hurries to save the prince and hands him the Sutra Stone, only to discover that it is actually Dayakaksa in disguise. They realize they've all walked into a trap as all the prisoners begin to transform back into monsters. Worst of all, it's revealed that Red Asura is actually the younger brother of Dayakaksa, and they've been working together all along. Lam and the monkey are captured. Dayakaksa places the magical Sutra Stone in flames in an attempt to destroy it. He then summons Red Asura to test his loyalty and brings out Asura's imprisoned lover, commanding him to kill his friends or she will die. Red Asura, torn and heartbroken, refuses. In rage, Dayakaksa kills the love of his life. Devastated, Red Asura renounces Dayakaksa as his brother and goes to fight him. Although a skillful fighter, Red Asura is no match for Dayakaksa. During the fight, Jaeger arrives and frees Ott. As Deakaksa is about to kill Jaeger for betraying him, Ott retrieves the Sutra Stone and attempts to attack but is quickly killed by Deakaksa without getting a chance to fight. The Sutra Stone shatters into pieces. One of Deakaksa's followers enters and sees the stars shining brightly, remembering the ancient prophecy. Suddenly, the pieces of the Sutra Stone begin to glow and lift Ott's body into the air. Everyone realizes that Ott is the boy from the prophecy, destined to defeat Deakaksa and restore peace to the land. He's brought back to life, his body glowing like a god, and launches a furious assault on Deakaksa. After a few minutes, Ott finally lands a powerful blow that shakes Deakaksa's confidence. Terrified for the first time, Deakaksa summons his fire baton powers and unleashes everything he has. But Ott uses the power of the sutra to destroy his weapon and, with his Muay Thai skills, strikes Deakaksa's weak points, defeating him. Refusing to accept defeat, Deakaksa transforms into a gigantic monster. In the final battle, Ott draws upon every bit of training from his youth and unleashes the full power of the Sutra Stone, ultimately shattering Deakaksa into pieces. Finally, the people are set free and peace is restored to the land. Thank you for watching, guys. If you love animation movies, please subscribe to this channel and keep watching. Bye.